So this video is going to be a little bit different than normal. I'm actually going to be doing a movie review. So the holiday seasons are approaching, which means all new movies, especially Christmas ones. And today we're going to be talking about one of those, The Fat Man. And you'll notice some things are a little bit different. First things first, on the movie poster thing, it says, "Fat Man, 'tis the season to get even." Is not normal for a Christmas movie about Santa Claus, as well as being rated R, which we'll get into later after watching the trailer. There's Mel Gibson as, you guessed it, Santa Claus. So Mel Gibson plays, you guessed it, Santa Claus, which is an interesting casting decision. I don't actually know who Mel Gibson is, but people seemed excited about it. There's also Walton Goggins, who I know as the guy from Ant-Man 2. So, when I first showed this trailer to some of my friends, at least on the first half, they thought it was a movie about a guy in Russia. It's not. It's about Santa Claus, and he gets a hitman called on him, and the hitman tries to take him out. I think it's supposed to be a comedy, but not by joking, but just by, blowing things out of proportion. Come on, it's funny to see Santa brawl against a hitman, at least to some extent. So yeah, let's get into this.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I've lost my influence. Maybe it's time I retired the coat.
You still have it.
Some kids with a deer rifle put 2 holes in the sleigh, one in me. All I have is a loathing for a world that's forgotten.
The United States military would like to procure your services.
This is a one-time deal, gentlemen. How are you, Mike? Nicole and the kids are well, I hope.
Where are you?
You just lost a big son, Batman!
What's the job?
I'd like you to kill Santa Claus.
I'm looking for the Fat Man. You can't be serious.
This is what people actually think of me. Christmas is a farce. I am a joke.
What's the purpose of your visit?
Hunting. I'm gonna kill some things.
There is a rising number of our youth making poor decisions.
I want the big man's head.
Severed heads rot, they mold.
They don't want his beard.
I'm not shaving off a dead man's beard.
Your workers sure have healthy appetites.
That's why elves live much longer than humans.
And Chris, he does the same?
No, it's a giving that keeps him young.
I've come for your head, Fat Man!
Dashing through the snow, no one horse open
You think you're the first?
all the fields will go,
Think I got this job because I'm fat and jolly?
nothing all the way. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
How come while you sleep? The Fat Man's got his eye on you, kid.
Hey, whoa!
Oh, that's Donner. Lucky it wasn't Blitzer. Should tear your package clean off.
That was certainly something, but I don't understand why it's rated R. It has one example of a bad word at the very end of the trailer,
Donner. Lucky it wasn't Blitzer. Should tear your package clean off.
and it has 2 instances of blood, one of them being covered by a sweater, and the other one being just barely poking into the frame. I mean, Lord of the Rings has decapitation and it's PG-13. That makes 0 sense. It either just barely pokes into rated R, or they did something that looks a little bit like this. So, we rated your movie, and it's PG-13. Well, it's rated R, sir. So, who is that in the video, and why do they want to make their movie rated R? Well, that is one of the Nelms brothers. That one in the picture is Ishan Nelms, and he's the director. His brother was the other director, I'm assuming, and his name is Ian Nelms. And they haven't made anything notable other than this. And as to why they would want to make it rated R, well, what sounds cooler? We made a PG-13 Santa Claus movie, or a rated R Santa Claus movie? You guessed it. The rated R one sounds way cooler, because what on earth is a rated R Santa Claus gonna be out? That sounds hilarious and epic. So now that we've talked a little bit about how it's rated R, I want to compare it to another movie that was supposed to be dark, has a kid in it who has a hitman, and they are trying to hunt a mythical creature of sorts, if you consider Santa Claus a mythical creature. So first things first, the elf says he lives forever by eating candy, which kinda makes sense with the whole elf thing.
Workers sure have healthy appetites.
That's why elves live much longer than humans.
But what doesn't make sense to me is, right after that, Santa takes a swig of antacid, and from what I googled, Pepto-Bismol is antacid, so he just chugs some Pepto-Bismol.
No.
But maybe that's just my innocent child mind. There's also one scene where it looks to be the kid torturing the other girl for information on Santa. Or at least, I think that's what it is. Once again, maybe my innocent child mind. Maybe that's why it's rated R. Maybe it's rated R for all the reasons other than why it says it's rated R. And in the scene where Walton Goggins screams into the air, "I've come for your head, fat man!"
I've come for your head, fat man!
It reminds me a lot of the scene where Thanos snaps and Thor screams, "No!"
Should have gone for the head.
See what I mean?
I've come for your head, fat man!
But now that I've given you some time to think about the whole what movie it could be, it's Artemis Fowl. Look at it. The kid in this movie, he's Artemis Fowl. One other thing to mention is he's also rich in this movie, and he also wears a suit. Walton Goggins / Skinny Man / Hitman, he's Butler. No, not that Butler. The other Butler. The real Butler, not the movie Butler. See, the resemblance is uncanny. They even have similar hairlines. And then, you've got, you guessed it, I guess Santa could be Holly Short. But yeah, I think that's all I've had to cover, so like and subscribe. Comment down below, I put a lot of effort into this video. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.